What is up, YouTube? I'm doing a belated follow-up review on my Kone XTD mouse here. Unfortunately, I ran into some issues with this mouse. The mouse itself, I love it. This mouse is amazing. Like I said in my unboxing, I came from a Logitech MX518 mouse that I was really not looking forward to getting rid of and going to another thing. I tried out um, a TT something or the other. It was kind of like one of those Mad Cats where you can adjust each one. It's all spacey design and stuff, and it just wasn't for me. It didn't feel good in my hand. So this mouse, coming from the Logitech MX 518, it has a real nice concave um, thumb placement here, pretty flat on the other side, where your pinky rests, and then right here is the where you place the 5 gram weights that come with it. There's 4 5 gram weights. I have 3 of them in there now. They're real easy to just pop in and go. Adds some more versatility to it. I personally prefer a little bit heavier of a mouse. It helps me with those more finesse movements. The lighter mouses can fly around a little bit easier, and it's hard to get those when you're trying to aim for a headshot and it's like that big. It's a little bit difficult with a lighter mouse for me. Moving on to the driver firmware right here. The mouse itself does have a firmware updater, or it can be updated. Its firmware can be updated, excuse me, as well as the software that controls it. The control panel here is extremely versatile. You can adjust your vertical, horizontal, your DPIs, your individual ones, because it has just a quick DPI adjustment on it. You also have 5 defaults. So say you play different games and each one has a different mouse sensitivity, and rather than going into the game's control panel, you can just click switch on your mouse to change your profiles. Button assignments. It's kind of like a control key for your keyboard, to where your control key gives each button a different function. You have that basically on your mouse right here, one of these side buttons. So each one of the buttons then turns into another button. So altogether you have 24 possible buttons. You also have a 4D middle mouse button, which means you can click it to your left or your right also. Maybe good for leaning. I don't know if you really want to use your trigger finger for that. I use it mainly for like voice comms or something like that. But I have not set up these mouse buttons because my first mouse that I got from Roccat, they didn't communicate. I set it up initially, got my little colors all changed all around the mouse and everything, and then there was no communication. And just to bounce over to this, then a little smooth segue. These are all the emails that I sent from January 16th, when I initially got a hold of support, all the way up to March 13th was the last time, or March, what is this one? Yes, March 18th was the last time that I sent a message to them. I went through all their steps. There's over, I don't know, I didn't count all these, but there's over a dozen emails back and forth. Basically, like, they were saying, hey, make sure it's not blocked in your firewall. Make sure that all your drivers are up to date. Try it on another computer. And so I jumped through all their hoops for 2 months, and finally they just stopped. Let's see, these are the last 4 messages I sent to them were not responded to. So their last response, and actually I'll go back one and I'll go up to the final one so you can see all of them. So alright, there we go. The last message that I got to them, basically, like, they sent me a message, or I sent them a message on February 10th. Is it possible, or they sent me one, they said, is it possible to test it on another PC? And I tried it out on both my laptops. I sent them videos of both of those, and I waited till February 26th, 16 more days, after I sent them the videos, And on YouTube, you can I just sent them private video links to say, hey, you guys are the only ones that can see this. So all of a sudden they were getting viewed by the company, but they weren't responding. So I was like, is there a reason why I'm getting, views on these things, but not, no one's saying anything to me? And then their response was, well, we've pushed this problem to the developers. We don't know what's going on. So my response then was, why do I have to wait for the developers? I've proven to you that your mouse is broken and it's not working for me. Why am I not getting a new mouse out of this after I paid money for a working mouse? Still no reply, Finally, I got a hold of NCIX, the company that I actually bought the mouse from out of, I think they're mainly out of Canada. But they tried to make it sound like they were doing me a favor to replace the mouse because it was after 30 days, even though I had supplied them with all this information of how I was trying to work it out with the developer, and the developer finally stopped responding to me. I actually opened up even this other ticket here that I sent them a separate email on another ticket form to say, hey, I'm still not, this has been an issue, it's been going on, no one's responding to me, hoping to get somebody else, but nothing. So that's my big complaint. The mouse, everything in here works on this mouse. You can change your DPI colors, you can make them breathe, all sorts of little cool doodads in there. The mouse feels great. It also has trophies and stuff right now on this mouse. I've only gotten almost 11,000 clicks, and it has all your stats, which is cool. It's just an extra thing, extra little doodad there. But as far as the button assignment and stuff goes, this mouse, and I did look up on forums, it is a known issue that this mouse does have issues at times with its hardware and software not communicating. So the mouse itself, I would give it, when it's working, I love it. I love the mouse when it's working. The company that makes it, Roccat, absolute garbage. If you're just gonna stop responding to customers, then you don't deserve customers. So that's my opinion. If it was handled or developed by another company, a company actually cared about their customers, I would give this mouse 10 stars. It was a quick thing. Mouse doesn't work. I've proven you the mouse doesn't work. Not my issue, not on my side. Send the mouse back, get a new mouse. Works great. Would have been over in like a week, but instead they wanted to drag it out, and then they just want to ignore it altogether. Absolute piss poor customer service on my side, or on my opinion. So, but other than that, the mouse itself, I love it, like I said, but the company really needs some work. Hopefully, hopefully something changes, or maybe it was just a single time thing. They just forgot about me. I don't know, but that's the review type thing. Things I've had to deal with it. So hopefully it helps you out a little bit, maybe, and hope to see you guys around soon. All right, later.